You know, it's not Christmas until we hear that one. Oh, yes. And with us on the line, the one and only, I'm so happy to be talking to him, Dr. Elmo. How are you doing this morning?
Wonderful, Tony. It's my time of year.
It is, I tell you. You and Santa are the two busiest people this time of year, I believe, in two separate, totally different ways.
I like to be lumped in with Santa.
How are things going? How are things going for you?
They're going wonderfully. It seems like every year the grandma song is more loved than hated.
Well, real quick, let's talk about it. We just heard it. Everybody sings it. They know every word of it by heart. It's literally played thousands and thousands of times every holiday season. What is the story of this song? How in the world did it pop into your head to write a song called Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer? What was going on?
Well, I just recorded it as a gag gift for my friends. Back in 1979, that's when they made vinyl singles, and I had 500 vinyl singles made.
Yeah. And
gave 10 away to my friends. That's all the friends I had at the time. And I figured by now I'd still have 490 left in my garage. Well, one of my friends took it to a radio station, and they started playing it, and then there was a big furor over it, and suddenly, looked like some people liked it enough to buy it.
Unbelievable stuff. So since 1979, this song's being played. Did you when it first kind of blew up and became such a big hit? Did you get any negative feedback from it, like, oh, that's just wrong or anything like that?
Oh yeah, I was playing at a club in San Francisco, and I was about 6 blocks away, but I could see the people milling outside there, and I thought, look at this, I have made it. I felt so good. I said, I'm gonna. They're waiting in line to see me. But when I got up there was a bunch of people calling themselves the Gray Panthers, and they all had these picket signs that said, "Stay away from this concert. Oh. This song is ageist, sexist, and violent against women."
I guess it's the one song, too, where you could upset PETA and the AARP in one single blow, right?
That's right.
Wow. Now, doctor is in front of your name. What are you a doctor of? I mean, what's your past? How did you get this title?
I'm a veterinarian.
Really?
Yes.
Well, then you got a right to write songs about reindeers going crazy, because you would be no firsthand knowledge of that, probably. There you go.
That's right.
Now, how do you still practice, or are you just pretty much full-time, musician now? How does that work?
Full-time, I'm happy to say I was able to give up that day job about 10 years ago.
Wow. Well, that's good to know. And of course, you've got now. How many songs? How many albums do you have now? I mean, how many songs have you done? Because there's so much more than Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. I love your website, drelmo.com. How many songs have you done now?
I've done about 45 or 50 Christmas songs in the last 5 or 6 years. It seems like now is the time when it's been the biggest of all. And probably maybe I've done about 15 albums.
Wow.
It's hard for me to believe, I mean, if I was looking at myself, I'd say, well, he just recorded one song and that's it. Although that one was enough.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, you're doing fine with it. Literally, you go to Walmart or anywhere like that now, Sam's Club, and they get there's everything from the CDs to greatest hits CDs it's on to plush animals who sing and talk with it. It's amazing.
Yeah, they had a whole end cap of these reindeer. It really lends itself to merchandising these wonderful little reindeer toys. They all sing Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer, and some of them are in rocking chairs, and some of them on motorcycles, and other ones on low-riding cars.
I love it. And, of course, the song has been featured in movies galore. What is it like when you watch a movie like Deck the Halls, a Christmas movie, or even Jarhead, of all movies, the big blockbuster with Jamie Foxx and Jake Gyllenhaal? What's it like when you hear your song in a movie like that?
There's nothing better. And, I would say this to any artist, I think, there's nothing better than to be hanging out with your friends and suddenly have your song come blaring over, even in the movie or on the radio.
Man, that is so cool. And I didn't know this either. You're number 2 all-time Christmas catalog seller behind Elvis.
Never thought I'd be that close to Elvis.
And go figure, it's like Elvis and Dr. Elmo in the same. The only time you put the two guys in the same sentence, and it's what a tribute. Gift cards, the list goes on and on and on. Wow, it is such a phenomenon. I love it. Now another one that we've been playing a lot of, that a lot of people have been calling up and requesting. is this brand new one you got. And it's Santa's email from Nigeria. Tell us about that one.
Well, that came from personal experience. I got an email from Santa a few weeks ago, and he was over in Nigeria doing some deals that would pay for all his Christmas toys. But then they had an overthrow, and he had to get his money out of Nigeria, and so he sent me an email. He wants to transfer $20 million into my bank account, and I'm just going to hold it for him, and then he's going to give me half of it. But all I had to do was just send in $5,000, to cover the, like whatever duty it is and that and whatnot.
Well, yeah, and Santa would never lead anybody wrong, would he?
Yeah, absolutely not. I haven't gotten the check yet, but I'm sure it's going to come any day now.
I love it. Well, the song is amazing. People are wanting to hear it right and left, and they can actually go to your website. Tell everybody what your website is.
It's Dr. Elmo, just DRELMO, or drillmo.com.
There you go. And, of course, and let's just get it out there a little bit, too. A little controversy going around about you. You're in the middle of kind of a pseudo-lawsuit thing going on. Tell us about this so everybody out there can get your side on this thing and know where you stand. Tell us about this with the animated feature that's out and your song. Tell us about what's going on with that.
Well, when we were making the animated movie, I wrote the songs and the script for the animated special, which has been out since 2000.
Right.
And I was working with a Hollywood producer, and I allowed him to put my songs in the movie.
Right.
And he says that he can merchandise everything from the movie, but of course my song is not from the movie. It preceded the movie by 20 years.
Right.
So anyway, he went out and started licensing my song to a lot of toy manufacturers, and he didn't own the copyright, but I think he thought he did just by association.
Right. And then, well, there you go. And you mess with Dr. Elmo. You grab the reindeer by the horns.
All right.
We know what happens. Well, good luck on that. We know where the truth lies in that one, and like I said, best of luck, and hopefully that'll work out very well for you there. Okay.
Oh, I'm sure it will, especially after this broadcast, Tony.
There you go. Hey, Dr. Elmo, thank you so much for coming on this morning. Happy holidays to you. It really means the world for you to come on the show, and we've had listeners calling up ever since we told them you were coming on. Just can't wait to hear you on the radio with us. So continued best of luck, and hopefully your ears will not bleed too much from hearing that song over and over and over for many more years. Oh, there you go. Dr. Elmo, thank you for coming on. Stick around, folks. We got your some good music up right after this. It's the Tony Rose Morning Show and Sam.